G'day everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a great day or a nice night. It's Friday here in Australia and I'm back home again now from my local food bank. This is one that's run by a local church in my area, as many of you know, one that I go to most Fridays at the moment. You pay $10 and they give you a box of grocery items, and along with the box of grocery items there's also usually some sort of fruit and veggies that they give you. Usually a loaf of bread. Sometimes there's things like eggs. Quite often you'll get frozen meals and cold items as well. It changes week to week, so it's always a bit of a surprise. You never know quite what you're going to get, which I think kind of makes it a bit fun. I don't mind that. And it's always a big help to my family, whatever we get. I always find it works out to be pretty good value for the money. Normally when you get there, you stand in line. Sometimes there's a little wait. It just depends on the day. And they take down your name and how many people are in your household, how many adults and how many kids, and you pay your $10. And then you go along past a series of tables where you first of all pick up the box of grocery items, and then you go past other volunteers who have fruit and veggies and eskies full of cold goods, different things, and they load you up with more goodies as you go further along. Today, when I went to line up, there was a lovely lady in front of me, and unbeknownst to me, when she actually paid, she paid for me as well, which was so lovely and unexpected. So this week's food bank grocery box is actually entirely free. So I'm so thankful and grateful. It was such a surprise. And she said that she wanted to pay it forward. So how nice. So I'll give you a closer look at everything that I got in this week's lot of groceries. First of all, I got some spaghetti, which is amazing. And my favourite, the pasta spirals. In the canned items this week, we got some mixed veggies and a can of baked beans, which is great. There's Italian diced tomatoes and some spaghetti and tomato sauce. There's a little jar of Vegemite this week as well, always good to get. And some more of the sweet corns. The pasta sauce this week is a bolognese one again, the chunky tomato, garlic and herbs, which is really awesome to get. And something a little bit different this week, we've got a jar of the chicken tonight, honey and mustard sauce. So that'll be useful. Oh, and speaking of chicken related things, there's another 1 litre shelf stable long life chicken stock. I think I'm going to make like a big batch of like chicken soup using the chicken stock, and then just add heaps of veggies to it. And I did also get some soup as well, some tomato soup. This is soup in a cup, like the instant sort of ones. There's 2 serves in that. And I picked up, these were extra that you could take if you wanted some, 2 more of the chocolate flavoured, these are like meal replacement smoothies or protein type shakes. I got 2 of those. Then in the cold items this week, we got given, this one's some type of meat pie. These are frozen. And this one's some sort of, I'm guessing, usually these sort of ones are either spinach and cheese or ricotta, or sometimes they're like vegetarian sort of ones. They're always a mystery. Two pastry items there. And I did also get given 2 containers. This is pumpkin soup, homemade pumpkin soup. One of the lovely ladies at the food pantry, she actually makes this herself. And it's being frozen again, so that's really helpful to get. How nice. And there was 2 ready meals that we got this week. This week we've got lamb casserole with rice. which I think this other one I did have a peek before. You can see it a little bit better for once. So that looks pretty good. So 2 ready meals. And we're lucky this week we also got half a dozen eggs. So how awesome is that? So half a dozen eggs. The cereal is Weet-Bix this week. Nice little box of Weet-Bix. And 2 bottles of the Long Life almond milk, the barista one. This one's really good. Nice and creamy. So that was fantastic to get. The loaf of bread this week is a Bakehouse wholemeal traditional loaf, which looks pretty good. And in the sweet treats down the front, saving some of the best stuff for last, I've got a sweet tooth, if you didn't guess by now. There is some more custard creams, which my kids will be pleased to see. And this week we've got something a little bit different. We've got some cream wafers, some chocolate flavoured ones. Again, my kids will love that. And at the end of the tables this week, they had a whole heap of like sweet bakery items, and you're able to pick one from the table. And I chose some almond croissants. And these ones I think look really good. How awesome do they look? So that'll be a nice treat for everyone. And in the fruit and veggies this week, we got a pretty good selection. We got 2 Cavendish bananas, 2 of these little tiny ladyfinger bananas. They're literally just a mouthful, those ones. We've got 2 nice apples. I think there's about 3 oranges. This one I think is not actually an orange. I think it might be, because of the shape of the top there, I think it might actually be a Tangelo. Have you ever tried a Tangelo? And I got 3 Roma tomatoes. These ones are a little bit backward, but that's okay. I'll leave them sit out to ripen up on the bench. And there's 3 nice onions, 2 massive lemons. Look at the size of this one. What a beauty. And there was 2 lovely little wedges of, it's Kent pumpkin. So that'll be really helpful for dinners. And then 2 nice looking avocados, awesome, and 3 potatoes. These ones again are huge. And there's also a couple sweet potato as well. So that was everything I received this Friday from my local food pantry. Such a blessing. How amazing is that? It'll be such a big help to my family. And remember also, if you're needing help as well with food, please don't be shy to seek out and find a food bank nearby to you. There is links I've left down below in my description box if you're needing a place to start. Thanks so much everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a nice weekend. And until next time, take care.